Previously on CSI Mwangi Expense.
Oh God, he was right. He was right. You feel so.
God damn it. God.
I'm spewing up so much justice.
This is all for the monkey.
All for the burger.
Let's go to the carnival.
I won't get food again.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
I mean, what is the plan for this man? What are we going to do with him?
We're gonna eat him.
I was hoping to see your inside of your head.
Don't worry, I see you.
Do you think your friends are coming for you? You will not get out of here.
One of my vents is blocked.
No, I'm not
Block
qualified.
my pee hole door. Judy will carry you.
All right.
The owlbear bends forward.
Go the bug!
You've got about 50 feet down to the dust.
Do Prince of Persia, along his leg.
With a pipe.
It's heading for a large Nexian city.
Together.
The adventure continues now.
We are now. We are rolling.
Now we're recording.
For the first time of 2023, the timer is turned over. We are recording, and the hills are alive with the sound of vocal warm-ups because Scott's back with us in the studio. We're back together for the first time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Featuring Scott Wilson Bestow.
Is that how it works? Is he not main cast anymore?
No. He's
and Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista's here. He's just sitting in the corner.
That was
showing his tattoo.
very specific in his contract. He said, I will come to your records, but I will in no way feature on your podcast. I just
but
want
you
to watch
can
you.
say that I'm there. That's fine. Say I'm there.
He stayed very still.
Hi, Dave.
You probably
He's
wouldn't
waving
know.
at us.
Dave, do you want a cup of tea or anything, man? Do you want to... No?
We should have sorted that out before record.
You can't see him because he's staying very, very still.
You can't boil the kettle. Leave Kaplan alone.
It's the bronze Batista package where you can pay for him to come to your project and he'll sit and play with your cat, but won't.
He might fall asleep if you're lucky.
I like cats. Whoa, Dave, man.
Dave, come on.
That's a
He said
good.
not
That was
to
a
talk.
good Dave Bautista impression.
Does he?
Who did it?
He talks
I
like
don't know who did. I mean,
Who,
guess who it was. Dangerlings.
Don't tweet us because that guy is a fucking arsehole.
What, Dave Bautista?
No, not Bezos. I mean, Jeff Bezos.
Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my God. He's not that
whoa.
on Twitter anymore. He's taking a step down from Marvel. He's just taking a bit of a break from Twitter. That's all.
Dave Batista is actually famously a super right-on guy. He's a
he's
really good guy.
I was talking about your man from Twitter,
Your man from Twitter.
Oh, you mean Elon?
Elon Musk,
The old muskrat.
I love that he
eh?
did a Twitter poll to see if he should step down, and everyone was just like, "Yes, of
Yeah,
course you
obviously,
should."
because you totally
I
screwed
was like,
it
"All
up.
right, see you later."
That was the
Bye.
Brexit of social
Bye
media,
then.
wasn't it?
It really was, yeah. It really
That was on my Christmas movie watch weekend. It's the first one. It's the first one we're back together of the year. We can talk a little bit about our Christmas breaks, about what we did.
yeah.
That was my Christmas movie lineup this year. It's a Wonderful Life, obviously. Muppets Christmas Carol, obviously.
Nice.
And then Glass Onion and Knives Out back to back. And then Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Very
Yes.
happy
Yeah, that
with
was
my
very
slow
nice.
movies.
Good
Good
Grinch.
bunch of
I watched the
movies.
Grinch.
Nice.
but not the Benedict Cumberbatch shit one. The
No,
Jim
what
Carrey.
you? Okay, we're going to get in a fight now. The Benedict
yes, I knew this would
Cumberbatch
happen.
one
It's shit.
is the one.
No, it's not.
It's one of the greatest films ever made. It's one of the greatest films ever made,
Why
bro.
is this the hill that you're going to die on?
Because I fucking love it.
Hey, man.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's why.
Yeah, Cumberbatch is a bit problematic. Are you going to say the same thing?
Why is
Scott?
Cumberbatch problematic?
Well...
That's a whole nother
That's
story.
a whole other story. This new story came out. Well, it actually came out about 10 years ago, but... Yeah,
Did it?
Don't think it. Yeah,
All right.
It's his family. It's not him directly.
It's not family, yeah.
But,
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's got to pay reparations.
Yeah.
again, not him. His family. Why am I talking
Right.
legally? I It's not here. It's Dave Bautista in one corner, Benedict Cumberbatch in the other, and they're both fucking staring at us.
I'm sorry,
So
I brought in
awkward.
Cumberbatch because I didn't know. Anyway,
You didn't know we were going to bring Batista, so
Yeah.
there's not room on the sofa
What do
for
you
both
have
of them.
against Jim Carrey's The Grinch?
I don't have anything against
hang
Jim
on.
Carrey's The Grinch, except that it's not a children's film.
It wasn't very good.
Like, don't you
What?
can't.
It's not very good.
Shut
It's,
up!
no, it's good. It's good. It's got
Nah, it's
it's
not.
got some very
Sorry,
like,
Jim, I love you, but...
no, dark, nasty. It's got some social conscience and some interesting stuff about Christmas, but it's a twisted nightmare of a film, and you can't watch it with children. That's my
Wait.
What?
Benedict Cumberbatch did a Grinch film?
Yes.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch did the voice of the Grinch.
The studio that did
no idea.
Despicable Me. Is that what you just said?
No,
Okay,
it's
I
news
thought
to
you
me.
said- yeah.
Despicable Me.
Yeah, the studio that did Despicable Me did one.
Yeah.
James, did you watch anything at Christmas? I don't know why I just pointed you out.
No, not really.
Didn't watch anything. Nothing at all.
Stuff. Nothing leapt out or nothing.
Oh, fair enough.
Amazing.
Did you sit at home with a pie in silence?
Why a pie?
No.
I don't know.
What kind of pie?
I was just
Key
trying to
lime?
imagine. Yeah,
Pumpkin?
I don't know. No, I was thinking like sort of steak and ale.
It's the pie of silence.
I
don't know. That's
I watched Pinocchio.
I need to see that. Yeah, it looks good.
The Guillermo de blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's a brave take. It goes places. It's
lot
worth
of
a
talk
watch.
about death, right?
Oh my god, yeah, it's really quite sad and dark throughout, and the joyful moments are quite uncomfortable, but it's very good. Like, it's very good at what it sets out to do. But it's quite uncomfortable. Even the joyful bits. There's a lot of squealing, and that's uncomfortable. The songs are actually quite heartwarming, and there's a lot of Nazis in it, and there's a lot of people punching Nazis, which is great.
Nice. Sure, that's good.
The Nazi thing really does
agree with that.
overloom most of the things in Pinocchio.
I mean,
Scott's just staring into a void when he's reviewing this
Nazis
movie.
in Pinocchio.
Small wooden
It's
boys
all I
and
can remember
Nazis.
about Christmas.
He's just staring back at Dave Bautista now.
yeah. No,
he's got a big thing about he does. Authority, war. That Pan's Labyrinth.
Yep.
I'd forgotten just how much of it is actually about the war, not really about the, but
fears of his upbringing,
it's
wasn't
an
it?
uncomfortable watch, but fucking hell, it's got some powerful digs, man.
I guess it's good, isn't it? At this time, we've got some crazy people that are starting to be Nazis again, haven't we? And we're just like, what the fuck? And it's rising, it's getting bigger. So when you have a big person like that bringing out a massive film and it's against Nazis, you got people punching Nazis in the face. Maybe he's going, look, you're a bunch of pricks. Hopefully
Also,
so.
there was this little film called Captain America that did that as well.
It did, yeah.
I remember when Captain America came out, and that was before, when the first Captain America came out, that was before I was properly on the Marvel bandwagon. And I remember thinking at the time, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, do we really need another film in which the Germans in World War II are the bad guys? And then the subsequent 6 years happened, and I was like, we need several more films which show us how bad the Nazis were, because people are forgetting.
There's a really lovely moment in that film as well, where the German doctor says people forget that the first country the Nazis invaded was our own. And I think that's a really nice take on that, showing that, because so many other films are like, all Germans are bad, which is complete bollocks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big up Germany.
Yeah, I think the trouble is that all the films focus on the old Nazis and punching them in the face. Yeah, but it's actually the new Nazis that people don't recognise.
Well, they're
I hate those Nazis. No one likes those Nazis. But I'm going to ignore the good Nazis in my own country and taking over the government. You're like, but they're
there's some old school people. I can't remember what the name of them are, but they're sort of old landowner type people,
barons.
Those kinds of people who tried to stage a coup but got caught quite recently, I think. There's problems arising all over the place, aren't there?
I love how we started this conversation. We started it with Christmas.
All roads lead to Nazis.
I tell you what. How about we talk about tech? Yeah.
Well, how about we talk about what time are we on?
No,
Drum, we're going to record 5 of these today, all right?
Save it.
We've got time.
I want to know about all of the things that you've got spread out on your desk that are cramming Scott over into this corner of the table because you brought all of your Christmas presents.
In fact, actually, that's a great start because he's got 5 items in front of him, and we're going to reveal each item as the day goes on. What's in Drum's corner today?
It's like the generation game. We have to remember what cuddly toy.
Oh, it's like nightmare. So strap in for that, Dangerlings. Over the next few weeks, you'll learn about what's on Drummond's desk. If you're new to the show, hello and welcome. If you're a Nazi, fuck off. let's talk about
true.
Let's talk about the game. James, you've not been here for a little while, so we need to catch you up on some of the things that have been going on. Scott's not been here as well, but we've already. He was in last week, and we've kind of caught him up a little bit.
He had a good reason. I'm joking. I'm joking. That was such a joke.
Hopes and dreams of many thousands of children.
I know. You both had a good reason. You're both working. So
when was Velda last with us? Remind us. When was Velda last with us?
Yeah, someone remind me when Velda last with us.
So, one of our lovely Dangerlings can let you know right now. There you go.
They're not here, other than Dave Batista. There's no one else here.
Thank you, Benedict.
No, you were with us when.
Do you want to just leave?
No, you were here when we fought the Wraith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we went to the
Wraith, and then we defeated the Wraith.
Yeah, and then
apologies if you haven't listened to that yet. Go back and listen to that. What are you doing?
Why are you listening to
Why are you listening to this one? Yeah.
I listen to only odd-numbered episodes.
So anyway,
the Lucas way.
We
beat me by 1 second.
We killed the Wraith. We got onto Sandy. You did the Sandy Pockets.
Sandy
thing.
Toxvig. Yeah,
You got onto Sandy Toxvig.
Sandy Pockets.
Yeah. Sandy Pockets.
No. Oh my God, Judy Clench.
Oh yeah,
Judy.
Judy Clench.
So you went to the Drow settlement, remember?
Oh yes, yeah. There we go.
There we go.
What? Sorry, Sandy Pockets, Sandy Toxvig.
Right. I'm adding Sandy.
Sandy Toxvig's going in.
Sandy Toxvig. She's a legend.
Ross, 10 quid to the Patreon. We'll put Sandy Pockets on the list. They can come up sometime, right?
Right, yeah. So we killed the Wraith, then we
got locked into a cell.
Yes, and then we spoke to Sandy Pockets, aka Judy Clench, into the cell next to us. We smashed.
Oh yeah, we galloped off in her meat pockets.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's literally where we left it in terms of us. Then we did a special episode with Scott, and
a special episode.
Every episode with Scott is a special episode.
This is true. Yeah.
On Monday.
So then we basically did a flashback to him, sort of just being with us, the evil guys, as in Basco.
Have you guys, this is what I stumbled over in the episode, have you guys not given a name for the evil club yet?
They don't. I think we tried to. We were thinking about a name when we
Naughty Ninjas.
Given that it took 7 or 8 episodes of the main show for you guys to call yourselves the Danger Club, which is literally the name of the podcast, I don't know. I think you don't think he had enough time in 4 episodes to come up with one. I kind of been referring to them as the bad guys just in my notes, but that's all. But I'm sure there is a better name for them.
I love that. If we just come out with it, we're the bad guys.
Basically, we were inside. We were inside, kind of like Wild Wild West. Not that that's a good reference, but like the mechanical, the shit movie.
Right.
Not the Benedict Cumberbatch remake.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's the Imagine Benedict Cumberbatch going wiki wild, wiki wild, wiki wild, wild friends.
I would go and see that.
Yeah, it's the reboot we didn't think we needed, but we did. Yeah.
So we were inside the curse breaker thing, weren't we?
Worldbreaker.
The Worldbreaker. We were inside the Worldbreaker with Karagor and the bad guys, as in terms we were the bad guys and we captured Karagor, and we had some character shit. And
Did
then
we?
Character shit. Yeah, much character shit. You sort of bullied Karagor for a little
bit. And then Karagor pushed a pig, I think it was a pig guy into.
What is going on?
It was an owlbear, wasn't it?
Oh, no, that was the owlbear.
Dave, how much is it to upgrade you to replace Ross? All right.
And Ross, why is your nose getting longer?
He pushed someone into a
zombie
fire.
owlbear.
Yeah, zombie owlbear. Right. He escaped. Jumped down. I think he hurt himself as he jumped down.
Yeah, he's broken his ribs and that.
Broke his ribs, and then that is literally where we caught up with him.
And then he had a vision. He was just about to pass out, and then MZ appeared, and then all the Danger Club walked through MZ's spectre.
The Danger Club were on the run, were chasing after him, and we met a couple of villagers and stuff that they'd destroyed with the Worldbreaker, whatever the fucking thing is called. And that was about it, really. That's it.
It's fair. I will concede there are too many things called Breaker in this campaign. They were too close to each other. I quite liked the falling off the Iron Giant thing. Was funny because it was like a reversal of what often happens. Is you guys are like cool narrative thing, this big thing, I want to do all of this, and I have to be like, actually the rules say you have to do it this way. And I was like, you fall all this time, you land, crack, and your ribs hurt, and Scott was able to be like, actually the rules say I can fall that far and take no damage. You fall over, you stub your toe.
You've got some kind of like tetanus on the way out, or you're sick.
You roll your ankle and you walk it off. There's a bit where as you go out and Drum's like, and I roll initiative, right? And I'm like, Trump, no, this is
not snap.
This is Karagor's story. Stuffy is out of the narrative now. But I want to kill him.
So desperate to use Stuffy on the group.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So with the big circles, the clearings, that was
the
big giant.
They were giant footprints.
Right.
That's what you were following this whole
spider
time.
I should listen to this podcast.
Great, man. It's really good.
And then you got taken off by birds again.
So let's find out what happens there.
There'll be some birds going on. There'll be some. I quite like. I found my old notes from the end of the Slithering from before you got the Guardian's job, Scott, and it's literally like among the treasure there is a book which is hard to translate. They need to go to this library in order to translate it. That's where they'll get onto the next bit of the plot, and that has become 15 plus episodes of like, we need another plot in here.
Excellent. Too many plots.
As much as I'm like, could I get 15 episodes out of them going to a library to translate a book? I mean, we literally did. Listen to our Beelzebub Saga story where they literally had to go to a library. That's a part of it.
You love a good library, because I was thinking on the way here that you used to be a librarian.
I did used to be a librarian.
Yeah, and I was like, gosh, remember those days?
Set the exciting stuff in the library, give the librarian something to do.
There's always.
You used to use all the photocopy credits or the printing credits, like taking like the adventure modules for our D&D social.
I have printed out copies of every first edition Pathfinder adventure module, because I owned all the PDFs on Paizo, but just as the PDFs. And then on my last day of work, oh boy, that printer was busy.
I keep getting that in my printer at work. They keep going, you've spent £1.30 to this month. Do you think you should print in black and white and not colour?
Oh, really? Does it?
Yeah,
I'm
like, aggressive printer.
Does it talk?
Yeah, it goes, you're a dick, Ross. Think of those animals and trees.
It's the animals that you're printing. It's just what kind of printer blends animals and then puts them into the ink?
Honestly, they're determined to make this world.
You know, I used to work in a library as well, right? You know,
anyway, so should we crack on?
When Dan and I go out for like secret drinks, we just talk about like library bants.
Decimal.
Give us one library bant.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, mate, I could tell you stories about libraries that are crack you up.
And we're waiting for one right now.
They're too long. We got to start. Come on, let's go.
Let's get equivalent of
nice
shush.
save. Nice save.
First rule of Library Club.
Tells himself. Nice.
There was a short period around 2005 where you could not read a comic book in any library in Kent because I diverted every single comic book in the county to my branch library.
Yeah, nice.
That's infamous.
That's what goes. That's what goes for bands. My mate works in that library now. It's lovely.
I'll give you a quick one.
Jesus Christ!
So I was walking around the library in the true crime section. Someone had put David Cameron's autobiography. And it's short. There we go.
I like that. Right, we've got two little catch-up bits to do. We've got a Velda bit and we've got a Karagor bit. What should we go for first? Let's do the Velda bit. Velda, James, you haven't been here for a little while, so let's go with this. Velda, when last we were with you, you were plucked from the soft, meaty pockets of Judy Clench as she galloped across the wasteland after the Worldbreaker. You were plucked by a pair of familiar, sharp, strong claws.
Never felt so alive. Hello?
Oh, God. It is I, Velda. Strong Claws Van Dam.
No, I was enjoying that.
Do you remember me?
Yes.
We did that thing together.
Yes.
How have you been? We need your help. Birds need your help again.
I wasn't much help last time.
Yeah, no, you were... Actually, it was quite disappointing. Actually, every time has been quite a letdown.
Yes.
But I have not learned my lesson. No. I believe in you, Velda.
You have very short memories, don't you?
Yes. This is why I keep introducing and asking you for you remember me. Come. He flies you to a windy plateau high above the wasteland and deposits you down. Says, Velda, a great debate has emerged between the Bird Kingdom and the Bat Kingdom over who is better. Each of us have chosen our champions and have decided that you must debate one another in order to find out who is the greatest of all of the flying creatures. Their champion is emerging now. Meanwhile...
the mass debate.
You hear... You just hear Fulton on the wind from miles away.
Well, I think Fulton's won this particular round.
It wasn't even in character, that was just fucking Ross.
No, man. Yeah.
There is a flapping of leathery wings. Meanwhile, the Leecher... You have been swept away by strong claws by a gigantic bat who says, Leecher...
Oh, God.
I am Jean-Claude Fangdam.
Did you forget you were the leader?
I did, but I can't remember what he sounded like.
We require your assistance. A great debate has emerged between the Bat Kingdom and the Bird Kingdom over who is truly the greatest of the flying creatures. They have brought their champion, and we have brought you are our champion. You must debate their champion in order to establish who really is the greatest between birds or bats. You are deposited on a windy plateau where stands across you is a frail, pathetic-looking old wizard. Velda, landing before you, is a disgusting, decrepit little rat. You stand facing each other. Each of you are ushered forward by your respective types. Strongclaw says, Velda, we are counting on you. Crush him with your wit.
Well...
I'll just put the kettle on, everyone, shall we?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Well, I don't really... birds are all right, aren't they? Sing, feathers and such, and, it's pretty, good.
A strong opening, Leecher, counterpoint.
I can't remember it. Maybe this is what I sound like.
It's been recast.
It's been recast, yes.
Bob Hoskins.
It's Bob Hoskins, yeah. I was thinking Bob Hoskins, actually.
He's back from the dead.
He's back from the dead. It's good to talk, and that's
Do you
what
know,
I
like a sort of
debating.
Texan drawl?
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Fuck you.
I literally haven't thought about this character for quite some time. Yeah. So bats, leathery, tweety, see in the dark, can't they? But they can't really, but,
There is just silence.
I hope there's a dice roll on this.
Pervades silence pervades the plateau for a moment as birds and bats all just look incredulously at the pair of you standing there. I would like you to roll. I'd like you to roll roll a d20 for each. I'm not going to make you look up the Leecher's stats.
I do have the.
Do you have the Leecher's stats? All right, give us a diplomacy check from both of you.
Okay.
See who wins the debate.
Is it diplomacy? Is it diplomacy?
I mean, what do you think it is? Are you going to say Arcana?
Deception.
Deception.
Oh,
okay.
So Velda. Oh, Velda does good. Velda's a 16.
Okay. It's a 16 for Velda.
The Leecher is a 9.
It's a 9.
Now I'm just going to quickly check the character sheet of the Leecher.
Okay.
Am I? Do you know what? No, he won't have better than that.
He won't have better than that.
Good God, no. The Leecher is.
I think it is unlikely. It is decided, says Strongclaws Van Damme. Birds are officially better than bats. I'm glad we've solved that one. All bats from now on will be subservient to birds.
Yes, in your face, little rat man thing.
The Leecher replies,
Yeah, fuck off.
Truly a
I only
great...
took this job because the other actor's on another gig.
Truly, I loved you and Roger Rabbit. Right, and the bats and the birds
Right, you are, yeah.
sweep these miscreants up and fly them away back to their respective times, and then you see the Leecher being dropped somewhere in the... No, it doesn't. Just
in the water.
He lands with a splash. Meanwhile, let's go back to something a little more serious. Karagor one.
What are you talking about? That was a debate between bats and birds.
It was pretty serious.
and now birds. I want to clarify. What do they want?
And you took it very seriously.
But I did.
Really
it's
did.
not my fault if the other actors that came in again made the others. They just don't know what they're doing. They didn't get the brief.
Karagor One Fang. You find yourself sat on a log by a campfire. You feel the familiar dust and see the reddish hue of bilks and stone beneath your feet. As you look up across the fireside to the other side, where a log is sat. Upon the log is Freya Axeborn. Her skin is kind of blackened and charred, and smoke is wafting off it as if she's kind of just cooling from a great heat. And she's kind of leaning there. Hello, short sword.
Hiya.
You're looking rough.
Karagor cocks his head. You haven't seen a reflective surface, have you?
Not since you took it from me, no.
Whee! Nailed it.
You're right, you know. We'd only have fucked it up. Look at what happened in Kibwe. Look at the mess they made down there trying to get them shards. Nearly wiped out the old city. Probably better that you're searching for him.
Probably, yeah. Probably better than you and the cult. That was a shambles, Frey. That was a nightmare. What were you doing?
Oh, we had a plan. Razmir's strong. Razmir's the only one that could stand up to him. If we'd had the shards, we could have stopped this. None of this would have happened. This war, all of this suffering, could have put an end to it. Could have had a god on our side. Well, doesn't matter now, does it? You've gone and killed me. You've set yourself on that path.
Yep, looks like it. Aye. Come pretty close as well. Yeah. Closer than you, actually.
Yeah, you got a little bit closer than I did. You're doing very well at it. Probably going to have them all before too long.
I don't know about that.
Can't be too many more of them out there, can there?
Yeah, well... God, yeah, we did do better than you did. God, you had an entire cult on your side. And we've got Fulton fucking Battlestone, and we did better than you. Oh, that must smart, Freya.
She kind of cocks an eyebrow at you and goes, you realise you're sass-talking yourself, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fully in my own brain, yeah. I probably punched myself during my sleep.
Have you thought about what you wish for? If you looked into it, she stands up and you can see there are kind of a number of reflective pieces of glass just hovering in the air. She just looks into it, a cracked reflection looking back at you.
Karagor opens his mouth to speak and then realises he hasn't got an answer and then closes his mouth again for a second and goes, I haven't actually thought about it. It's just a job, isn't it? Just get them and then done. I've put so much energy into getting them, I haven't really thought about what's afterwards, I suppose. I don't think any of the Danger Club have.
Oh. I think they have. I think you know that from the looks they've been giving you. You ain't just carrying one anymore, are you, Short Sword? You've got a lot of them. You look at what that did to me, just carrying one of them. You've all been drinking the poison long and hard, One Fang. It's in you now. You ever thought about what any of them would wish for?
Yeah, I have. And, well, I've got a promise to keep. I've got something to find. Long term. But, aside from that, well, I'm sure we'll get worried if we ever amass a cult around ourselves. That'll be the red flag. I'll keep my eye out for that, Freya.
She smiles and kind of nods, and you just somewhere in the distance, you just hear, "Storm the stacks! Storm the stacks!"
Yeah, no, it's different cult and an angry mob's temporary and cults like a long term dedicated brainwashing. They are different. They're different. They're different.
You're the one who sees everything anyway, aren't you? And she comes over towards you. Says, "If I were you, I'd watch them." She just leans in very close. Says, "Because I guarantee they're watching you." Her breath smells of a mix of raw meat and bananas. You kind of blink for a moment and open your eyes. Philippe, the devil monkey, is crouched over you as you sleep, his face inches from yours, just watching you sleep.
Philip, is he awake?
How does Shania cast that much healing magic on you and doesn't clean your teeth? I don't understand. You've got opposable thumbs, you could do it yourself.
He kind of reaches a hand down behind him and just scratches his backside and then just holds the finger kind of menacingly over you for a moment. And then just looks over at Shania calling him and just climbs off you. You're in a tent pitched up. And Shania is sat by your bedside as you've been sleeping. As you awake, Philippe clambers off and moves to the side.
Nice to see you too, Philippe.
How are you feeling?
Oh yeah, pretty good. Like I got kicked on the inside of my body a few times. I feel like one of Fulton's night halls.
But at least your sense of humor is intact. So, are you feeling strong enough to get up at the moment?
Is there a fight? Karagor goes to reach for like several.
No.
I mean, lead with that, Shania. If there's a fight.
No. I'm just trying to judge, where you're at. I mean, we do have shit to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you, but I want to make sure you are 100% before we go anywhere.
Yeah, no, you're right. If we got shit to do, Karagor gets up and sort of like, oh yeah, I'll have a go. Yeah, I can do shit I can do. Easily. Not too much shit. I mean, on the scale of shit, if you're asking me for like a post-roasty, that's not going to happen. But, in the medium term, like a weird, querulous one, I could do one of them. There's some shit I could definitely do.
Okay, so okay.
I like the idea that you've kind of taken Karagor's staff and put him to bed, and he's still got a knife in his hand within
just sleep with it.
Because she's used all her healing.
You've spent the night healing him, and you've all camped for the night and sort of rested just to give Karagor, as much as anything, he just needed food and water. As much as sort of healing. And then we have kind of a sort of end of Lord of the Rings style, the tent parts. Who comes in next?
Bubba comes in. Hello, mate. All right.
Hello, mate.
You doing all right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's good to have you back.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh,
thanks, mate.
nice one. And Bubba leaps at him and just gives him a big old hug, grabbing him around. Obviously, a little bit smaller than him, so grabs him around the waist, around those sort of ribs and that squeeze.
Exactly.
Shit, sorry.
He's still, just go easy, okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just good to have you back, mate.
I've been simultaneously so pleased and want to kill a bird so much.
I'm not bad, not bad.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
And then I do little like fist bumps, but look like I'm going to punch him in the ribs, but I don't.
And every time Bubba ducks and faints, Karagor goes, fucking shit.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, good to see you, though, brother.
You too. Have you been? You all right?
I've been good. Yeah, been all right, actually. We killed a fucking wraith and we went have a ride in a big meat sack. It was good.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was
fucking
good.
terrifying.
I know. It was nice, though. She was lovely, yeah. And we were in prison for a bit. That was great. That was a laugh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you break out?
We did. I played a song for loads of drow.
Did you?
Yeah, they loved it. They bloody loved it, actually.
Some stuff. How did we... Was that Fulton? Did Fulton smash a wall?
Fulton smashed the wall, didn't he? Yeah.
And then we jumped into meat pockets.
We jumped into meat pockets.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, actually. Yeah, Fulton!
That does sound pretty cool.
Fulton opens the flaps, just stands there in silence, and then goes... and then jumps on Karagor, just like latches onto his leg.
Everyone jumping on it. It's just he's trying to. Everyone stop with the jumping.
Karagor sees up the distance between them, approximates Fulton's speed before he starts running, and then instead of trying to block the hug or move, just moves to the bed, grabs the duvet and pillows, wraps it round himself just as Fulton's body connects with Karagor to take away some of the.
It takes Fulton 4 move actions to cross the tent.
Tiny little.
Look, smell me! I smell all fresh.
Turns to Shania and goes, why do we not get a lock on the fucking tent? Just letting people in. You keep telling people not to come in, but they keep coming in. Oh, fucking oh!
But everyone wants to see you. We've missed you.
We missed you. I've killed loads of things.
Oh, yeah? Name 3.
The Wraith.
Big talk about this Wraith.
Yeah, I think I killed it. I can't remember. We haven't got the tracker anymore. I killed a lot of other things as well, but don't worry, it's all good. I've been keeping up the killing for you.
Thanks you. I appreciate that, Fulton, very much. You weird homicidal little guy.
At that moment, the flaps open. And Velda walks in and be like, it's all right, I'm back. I know you're all very worried. I was plucked about with the bloody birds. I had a very strange debate on a windy plateau.
Was it a mass debate?
Bob Hoskins? What?
Was it a mass debate? A mass, because there was lots of people, and it was a debate. A debate.
Yeah, so anyway, so you'll be glad to know the birds are better than everything. And, hello, Karagor.
But
we've solved that quest then.
It wasn't really a quest. It was just
finding him and stuff. And
it wasn't. It's the things that had to be done. Not questing.
Well, that's anyway. Well,
and where the fuck were you?
Yeah, where have you been?
I just told you. I just got plucked up by a bird and had an argument with this very strange.
You keep talking about this all the time.
I know it's very inconvenient. I was really enjoying.
My name's Velda. I like birds. Blah blah blah.
Do you know? I'm not even sure that I missed you that much. I'm not sure.
No, I definitely missed Karagor, but I didn't miss Velda that much.
And it's annoying because you keep saying these birds, but we've never seen these birds.
No, I've never seen them.
Never seen birds. You just disappear.
Nice to see you, Velda.
Thanks.
Karagor nods at Velda.
Yeah, good to see you.
I see a lot of stuff, and I don't see the birds, but it doesn't mean they're not real.
Bloody irritating, I can tell how much.
Yeah, you are. I mean, yeah, they are. Yeah. What? Nothing. Good to see you.
Is Judy still around?
Does anybody want breakfast?
Yeah, she's the
I'm glad she's still around.
Yeah, she's the tent. She's
so sticky in here. It's musky.
Very meaty smell, isn't it? Very meaty kind of smell.
Yes,
quite pungent.
It's quite musty. And
stings the nostrils. Yeah.
So, Judy, you can stop the tent now.
Oh, thank you. I was stretching it out. Judy made eggs.
Yes.
Don't
lay the
ask
eggs?
how. Just
Yes,
eggs.
Judy has a cloaca.
How big are the eggs?
They're massive.
So we only need one, really.
Oh, Judy made 5.
All right, well, we can have a feast of eggs.
I will eat 3.
Feast of eggs.
And bacon.
Wasn't that the third book in the series, wasn't it? I think, yes.
Judy's cooked bat bacon.
Bat bacon?
Aye, there's dead bats everywhere.
Oh, I thought you said back bacon.
Oh, that was the joke.
Oh, the dead bats, are they?
Yes.
Well, they lost the debate, you see, because that was what I was telling you about. You see, I expertly argued on behalf of birds.
They've been falling out of the sky all morning.
Seems I've caused some sort of
So
bat
you
genocide.
killed the bat.
You're a fucking necromancer, man. You're getting more and more.
Necromancer.
Yeah, necromancer.
You've gone you've gone a bit posh, haven't you, Bum?
No, it's how you say it.
Necromancer.
Necromancer. It's like
it's
when you have nachos. You know what I mean? Nachos.
Yeah, nachos.
Go to Nando's for lunch.
Bubba's like Jamie T. He's actually a little bit posh.
Yeah. He's all putting it on. Yeah.
Right, Karagor gets up and with I don't know, a bandage or whatever.
Where have you been?
Feasibly, it's good that you're all gathered here anyway, because we have got stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Where have I been, Fulton? I tell you what, I have been inside a massive walking fucking vending machine full of evil bastards.
I was going to say they're good, aren't they? But not the evil ones.
Yeah, we found this. and I pull out the head. I don't know who's got it, but I pull out the head.
It's in Shania's bag.
I pull out Shania's bag.
Ow!
Look, we found this.
Karagor does finger crossbows and goes, "Hey, I put it in a bag. Put it in a bag.
You did.
Put it in a bag." Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's the melted, waxy face of Velda. It has a pair of Shania's pants in its mouth as you pull it out of the bag.
Hey!
Let me go.
Well, okay.
Now I'll escape.
It starts putting its tongue out on the floor and trying to drag itself along the floor.
Man.
Bubba puts his
It makes me
foot
sad.
on the head
Fucking
just to stop it moving.
So basically you got captured by some people in the camp outside the city.
It's a bit of a bad show from me, I'm not going to lie, lads. I went to some training, and then after I got beaten up by big cats, and then I got captured by these fucking idiots, and then I got put in a big thing, and then I had to,
Who are they?
What are they doing?
Well, I don't know what they call themselves. and that, frankly, is minorly annoying, because I'm going to have to reference them in future, like, as a group, and we don't know what their name is as a group.
Should we just call them the bad guys? The bad guys? Because that's what someone puts in their
half the
notes.
time we're the bad guys.
Yeah, I know. It's very contextual.
What? So, you've met them. What vibe are you getting from them?
What vibe?
Yeah.
Well, they're very mean, and I don't know to what end. I know
so
they
you
have...
could call them minis?
No, I'm
we
not...
call them the minis.
Well, okay, I regret leading with the group plural. I have more important information to disperse to you. But,
okay.
So what's this big thing that you were talking about?
They're inside all them like little craters you've been following their footsteps.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we saw this big thing, right?
Yeah. So fortunately,
what do they look like though? What's going on with them?
All right, so
yes, probably we don't know this, do we?
Get to finish the sentence.
Thank you. Yeah.
So basically, they're inside this massive robot thing. You've got a weird like stuffed teddy bear thing. It's got big claws. That's really psychopathic, that one. It doesn't seem to have much else to it apart from wanting to cut things. Like, there's nothing else going on there in a tiny little fluff brain. There's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Actually sounds quite nice, but seems to go along with a lot of murdery things in a gentle sort of weird way. Then there's this, like, big talking dog fella with slavery jowls, and Karagor turns to look at Velda. He really, really fucking hates you. Like, I cannot...
Me?
Yeah, this
but I'm
thing...
so likeable.
I cannot be clear enough. This dog person thing wants to literally eat your guts. Like, he wants to... I want to make this very clear, Velda. Right. He wants to peel your skin off and gobble your intestines up like sausages. He wants to stamp on your eyeballs and take your teeth out one by one.
This ugly thing on the floor, he said, what was it, Basco mops? Something like that?
The Hound of Hell or something.
Hound of Hell, yeah.
Have you been reading his journal too?
Shut up, you.
Can I have some eggs? Yes, that'd be Basco mops. He was an old friend of mine at one point. I haven't seen him in years.
Oh, well.
I haven't thought about him in years.
Something's happened since then, Felder.
So this is what happens when you make friends.
Felder, what did you do to him?
Well, nothing. I'd just sort of left him in a bar once.
Wow.
He was getting a little bit murdery. I know, exactly. And now it seems that, 20 or so years later, he's turned into a slavering mad thing.
I would never leave
upon my
you.
Painful destruction.
I'd never leave you in a bar. I'd never do that.
You have left me in a bar. You always leave me in a bar.
Oh, yeah, we did.
It always makes some excuse. I've got to pop outside and shake a feather, and then you just don't come back, and I have to come find you again.
Famously, you are the person that leaves, though, Velda.
I mean, it's true. Yes, but it's not
regardless.
My fault. I know, it was the first instance of me leaving, and he just took a very.
Why did they want you anyway? Why did they want you?
I mean, the Bascor thing, that wanted Velda, but the rest of them, I think, just opportunely took me, if that's what you mean. They wanted to go take me to see the Master.
What's his name? Oh, wait, it's that fella I saw in that tower.
I mean, what?
The skeleton guy.
No, there was a skeleton with them.
No, the evil.
Do you mean the Whispering Tyrant?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably say the name.
Skeleton guy.
That's pretty much what
Skeleton
It's like
guy.
that guy that you can't name. He shall not be named.
In what franchise, in what world is that?
I can't tell you what his name is because
I can tell
it's
you his
the
name.
folk
I mean,
story, isn't it?
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
Shania,
you can
yes.
totally talk about it because half the world knows and fears the Whispering Tyrant.
Yeah, but
it literally destroys.
It's that
a
folk
continent.
story in Pathfinder lore, isn't it? If you say that name, he shall not be named.
So if you say the name, he shall not be named. Is
The
that what you're
Danger
saying?
Club, the Danger Club resolutely draw a line behind Ross can make up anything about Dwarven law he likes, and in front of Ross can make up any other law that he likes. There is a line drawn.
Yeah.
We all put our foots on it.
No.
Literally, the point of the Pathfinder Society is to like write histories, and then they have a rule that says, "But we will not name anybody."
Yes. I write the history of this person, but not name their name. Never.
And if you do name them, their name disappears.
So basically, this robot has been taken back to the master, and he's going to kill the world.
He who must not be named.
On the way, because I think they're looking for the shards. On the
Did
way,
they know you had some?
I don't think they did.
Bubba just puts his hand in his
That wasn't
pocket,
the thing, was it?
by
They
the
weren't
way.
stealing them from me, were they?
No, they didn't. They didn't mention the shards at any point. And you had already stashed yours in a bag for the others to find,
That's
so you
right.
didn't have one on you.
They
Bubba,
couldn't-
you put your hand in your pocket.
Yeah,
and
just when they mention the shards, Bubba just nonchalantly puts his hand in his pockets to where the two shards are sitting. In his
Do you think this shard is going to be like, kind of like the thing that we used for the Curse Breaker thing? Like, it's the Worldbreaker, the shards. If you put them all together, they destroy the Worldbreaker.
I don't know, but
Size difference there, mate.
I feel like get the shards and this robot thing and
What's
the
a robot?
Whispering Tyrant.
I know. I said
What?
this robot.
What?
It's a robot.
Automaton.
I mean, automaton
so,
constructs.
I don't know.
golem.
You said something like. I
Yeah,
thought
you did
said-
say robot,
You
to be
said
fair.
robot.
Did I?
Yeah.
I said vending machine.
You did say vending machine.
He said vending machine.
Somebody said robot.
Yeah, you
also
said
said
robot. You literally said
Okay.
robot first.
The vending
and Zelda
machine.
points at
then the big metal, the cogsy, you know.
it made out of metal
the
or is it-
automaton, whatever the fuck, it's a fucking fuck.
It's definitely made out of metal. It's got an engine in it.
Right, okay, so the engine, the giant engine piece of shit, okay, and the piece of shit that's inside the piece of shit, and the big whispering tyrant piece of shit, we do not want these things and the shards all to meet. I think this would be extraordinarily bad.
But wait, there's more.
Oh.
You're correct.
Okay.
They were on their way to another city in Nex first, as like a little stop-off point with a big, powerful vending machine thing.
But we need to stop it.
We do. We know exactly where they are because they're the easiest thing in the world to track. The question is catching up with them and somehow getting inside
Well,
or stopping it.
We've got Judy.
We've got Judy for the catching up. She's
Yeah.
fucking fast as fuck.
We escaped
Right.
to prison with her.
yes.
They should be moving a little slower now because I yeeted a zombie owlbear into an engine.
You sure it wasn't a pig bear thing?
No, it definitely wasn't a pig. No, it definitely wasn't a pig.
bear, pig.
Yeah.
I spent days looking at that and only that, and let me tell you, it was
Pretty
as
badass, man. Chucking that into it. What did you chuck it into?
a furnace.
Wow, it's pretty badass.
Well, I mean, yeah, but also I did fuck about and then fell out on my way out, and there was. Listen, I'm learning to be a bit more humble these days.
So the objective is stop that big robot thing.
I mean, yeah. Automaton.
But
Automaton.
and we don't
Yeah,
know
we can't let
if
the Whispering
they.
Tyrant get hold of that shit.
But they don't know that we have the shards, so that's okay as long as we don't get them out in front of them.
But I have this horrible feelings like
We're
if
doing
we
what?
get the shards too close to the Whispering Tyrant, so he'll just be able to, I can feel the power, you know.
But we can
the
intercept
kind
them
of-
before we get to the Whispering Tyrant.
not
They're miles and miles away, like around the other side of the world. isn't it?
Dan,
True that.
Yes.
Yeah.
in my meeting with the Whispering Tyrant, or the guy that works for the Whispering Tyrant, I can't remember. It was
the Seeker who
It
was
Seeker.
who worked for
Did he he sensed it, didn't he, when
Yeah.
I had the Curse Breaker?
The shard.
The shard.
Yes, he could sense that. He could sense that you had been near it.
Yeah, so when I met the Seeker, he sensed that
Had he been searching low and high?
We've done that one, haven't we?
I know, but it's been a while.
He sensed that I'd had the shards.
Was there anyone called the Seeker in that big automaton?
No,
So
it's just them weird little psychopath people. Now, I do have a thing, an idea, but we need to get somehow closer to them so we can talk while we're on the move. But we do have a thing that they want, and then they will stop and turn around to get.
What do we have?
Karagor points at Velda.
Yeah, Velda. We could use Velda
As bait.
That
For what? Sounds like a great idea.
That dog thing seems to be the closest I can pinpoint to the one being in charge, or at least the one that everyone else listens to.
If we can lure them away from the automaton.
Well, yeah, but surely they'll just come after us in the automaton. Why would you leave it to pursue
Well, we can sneak on the automaton.
Then why do you need me as bait?
If we can get ahead of it and then trip it up or something, then you can just stand in front of it going, Basco! Come down, and we can all be hiding, and then we can jump out from behind the
He
trees.
won't want to squish you with He won't want to squish you with the automaton. Surely he'd want to do an epic showdown.
Sounds like he wants to take your eyes out and stuff, so he probably wants to do that. He doesn't want to squish you like a bug.
Either way, before we talk about getting in front of the fucking thing, Karagor has flashbacks to literally being the only one of them that's been inside the massive towering monstrosity. Either way, we've got to catch up with it, and we can't do that by staying here. So let's get on Judy, I think.
No. Get in, Judy!
Yeah, we get in.
Hang on. First of all, we've got bacon of indeterminate origin and egg to
I've been eating it
on the way.
Yes, on the go. We can do on the go. So that's how you say yes, on the go.
Yeah, let's do it.
On the go!
It's not indeterminate origin. Judy knows where the eggs came from. Judy knows really well.
Judy serves you all some gigantic eggs. They kind of got a bluish hue to them.
How do they taste?
What are we having them? Boiled or scrambled?
No, we're having them in sandwiches because we're moving.
Having them on
the go.
Yeah.
On the go.
Good.
That's good. We've got to scramble them first. We can't scramble them while...
We still have to cook them.
Karagor's taking eggs out of people's hands and putting them in like you're having a cold eggs, you're having cold eggs, we're having a sandwich. Come on, get it. You don't need that. Put that down. Come on, we're getting not moved. Judy, do you mind?
You all have like football-sized boiled eggs that you're just like peeling the shell off while you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Come on, Judy, away!
You clamber into Judy's warm, moist pockets.
What's your plan, Judy,
cook
for the
eggs in
future?
the pockets. They're hot.
While we're running, what do you want to do? Surely now you're free. You can just after this, you can just go if you want.
Oh, okay, Judy, get out of Judy's pockets.
No, I mean after you take.
Well, yes, Judy assumed that. Judy didn't think she was your servant forever.
What do you want to do in life?
Judy wants to be a dancer.
What kind of dancer?
Judy wants to dance ballet at the Royal Ballet.
The Royal Ballet?
The Royal Ballet.
Where's the Royal Ballet?
Any nation with a kingdom, what's got a national ballet?
Why do you say it's so funny? Ballet.
That's how it's pronounced. Ballet.
Okay, and
Judy loves the ballet.
Have you seen tell me one time you've seen the ballet?
Judy's seen it in her mind many times, and once Judy went to the National Ballet of Nex in Quantium, and they said, "No, Judy, you're a monster. You can't come into the ballet. We've got a sign saying no monsters." So Judy looked in through the window. Judy climbed up the wall. She's got really sticky hands, and she climbed up the wall and looked in through the window, and she saw him dance and she saw him twirl, and Judy thought, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what Judy's gonna do. Judy's gonna be a ballet dancer.
That's really weird that in a fantasy setting where there's literally every monster under the sun, there was a ballet that didn't want to have any monsters.
There was a picture and it said, "You must be this non-weird to come in."
Oh, well, that was in your mind. You created that in your own mind as well.
No, over the years that Judy was stuck in that drow prison, Judy imagined what it would be like to get out and to dance the ballet.
Well, now you can.
It's great that you're stretching your legs. Stretching, I heard, is very important for ballet.
It is, yes. Well, after all this running, Judy's going to be really good at all the twirling.
Well, don't forget who set you on this path.
Watch Judy twirl.
Judy does a twirl with kind of the turning circle of like a truck. She just kind of does it's more like there's a loop.
Oh, I feel sick.
I miss Spike.
Flashback.
Judy.
Flashback to Kibway. Spike is sitting there in a smoking jacket with his dinosaur wife, where you left it, and two baby dinosaurs next to it. Spike just looks wistfully off into the distance. His wife wonders what he could possibly be thinking about. She thinks he's thinking about other dinosaurs. Instead, he's thinking about galloping through the jungle with Karagor on his back.
I'm sure he's better off and much safer now. All right then, Judy, do what you do best. Let's get you to that Blair.
Judy runs off through the following all the footprints, runs off through the wasteland, and sure enough, soon in the distance you see smoke beginning to rise on the horizon, and you see as you approach a rise, you see figures coming towards you along the road, and you realise there's a large number of mostly humans, but a few other. You see some gnolls and some gripply and some other creatures. They've all got kind of very hastily packed wagons. Some of them are riding camels. It looks like they've kind of grabbed what they can and are moving towards you away from the smoke. You see whole families gathered there as they sort of ride towards you. The lead camel with a human woman on it looks at you quizzically as you go past. You can see they all appear to be Nexian. It's very similar to the Nexians you've met over your time. They look at you sort of quizzically at the fact you're going. The woman says, "I wouldn't go that way. You're going the wrong way."
Yep, that usually means it's the right way for us.
Yeah. How do you know which way we're going?
There is only death back there.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's very headed, yeah.
We shake the hands of death.
And we...
What? Oh, God.
No, that was... add on to it.
What particular flavour of death is back there? What's the nuances of this particular death?
The city of Anepian is that way. It is under siege from a great iron giant.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to go and...
destroy.
Try to destroy, I guess. Yeah, that's wish us luck. Bye!
We're the Danger Club.
I didn't ask, but okay, bye.
Here's our card.
At least we've got a name and branding.
You stop to flyer the refugees. Yeah. You're fairly sure they'll tune in. A couple of them sound interested in the Patreon, but you're not convinced. And you ride on with Judy, and sure enough, after a while, you reach farmland. You see lots of... there's not great farmland. Nex is famous for having really bad farmland. They import most of their food because it's a wasteland. But there are some meager fields with some very scrubby-looking wheat kind of growing in it. And as you approach, you can see there are a number of bodies littering the fields. Some human, a large number of them appear to be flesh warps, so big mutant creatures, a bit like Judy. There's quite a lot of them that are all wearing armor, and they're all lying dead and scattered. There are a lot more craters out here in the air, and they look not like the kind of footprint craters. They look like blast craters, and you can see bodies scattered around some of the craters. You also find the remains of several golems. There are a number of golems that look like, you find like a whole rank of them as if they were lined up, and they've just been blasted through. And then behind them, rising up, you see a great Nexian city. Its walls stretch up 50 feet into the air, and beyond that you can see towering minarets and onion domes. But that is not the most noticeable thing about it. The most noticeable thing is that, firstly, the city gates have been completely shattered. They've just been smashed inwards, and you can see scorch marks on either side of it. You can hear screams coming from within the city. You can see smoke rising from it. And far off in the distance, in the middle of the city, you can see a towering mechanical man standing over the buildings, pointing its huge cannon arm down and then firing a blast that sends an explosion rising up from the city. There are just people pouring out of the gates trying to get away from all of this carnage as you stand looking at this scene of devastation.
Well, I guess it's time to kill a robot automaton man.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Time to go metal on their ass.
And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Hi, welcome to Construction 101. I'm going to teach you how to rivet. Excuse me, I think it's rivet. No, it's not, it's rivet. No, it's not, it's definitely rivet. Yeah, well, this week has been made possible by our Dangerling of the Week, Stephen Rivet. It's rivet. Rivet. Anyway, if you'd like to get your name on the Danger Club podcast, then head on down to our Patreon /Danger Club podcast, and you can be a rivet as well.